you didn't listen to yourself, you didn't trust your intuition, you didn't trust in yourself. Confidence and self-love go hand in hand, and it's not something that you can fake it until you make it, but it is something that is a journey. It's not something that you learn, it's something that you return to. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So last week, I have to admit, I didn't film a video, and I'm not going to even bring up any excuses or anything. This video today is to make up for that because I had the same day this morning. Okay, today's video is going to be about confidence and showing up for yourself even when it hurts. Okay, so last week I was supposed to wake up early, bring my daughter to school, and then film the video before 11 a.m. Film the video and edit it before 11 a.m. So that just seemed like impossible. So last week I decided, okay, let me just rest. I wasn't in the best mood anyway, so I was like, what am I gonna help anyone if I can't help myself? You know what I mean? So today I decided to show up anyways, to show up broken, to show up scared, to show up and just do it. The last couple of weeks I definitely have been kind of moody, kind of trying to find myself back after being sick for so long. It has definitely messed with my mental a lot, and the good thing about me is I always get back up. I'm like a phoenix. That's why I have a phoenix tattooed on my foot. It's like, that's my talisman or whatever you call it. Because that's literally me. I got back up in life so many fucking times. I had to just rise out of the flames, out of the ashes, at least 1,000 times. I lived like 5 different lives this lifetime. And that's nothing, it sounds cool, but it's not something to be proud of like that. Like, I want to live a freaking soft life. Hello? Why would I want to have to be strong all the time? Like, at first, I always thought, okay, being strong is great, it's a good quality to have, yes, but who wants to do that all over all the freaking time? Like, literally after me being sick, I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm tired. Like, I don't want to have to keep getting up. I don't want to. Like, can someone do this for me? Like, I just want to be held. I just want to be a baby. Like, can I be a baby, please? Like, someone hold me. Someone take care of me. Like, I am tired of constantly showing up for everyone, everything, for myself, to get up, to save the fucking world, okay? I'm tired of that shit. So, this video, I was like, how am I going to film a confidence video if I'm not feeling 100% confident in myself? There's never going to be 100%. That's what I told myself. So I was like, okay, let's show up. Let's do this. The biggest thing that you want to know about confidence is so similar to self-love, okay? Confidence and self-love go hand in hand. And it's not something that you can fake it until you make it, but it is something that is a journey, okay? So while me as a child, I have never been confident. Like, if you would search for an opposite of confident, then that's what I was. I would always put other people first. I would people please. I would never listen to myself. I would make myself small. I would be scared and not be my authentic self, okay? That was me as a child. I was definitely super introverted, and I still am pretty introverted. But being introverted doesn't mean that you're not confident. Confidence is actually something that is silent. The thing that you see as confident, maybe the thing that you think is confident when someone's loud and outgoing, that is the ego. That is actually not confidence itself. So confidence is silent. It's accepting your mistakes instead of perfection. That's all ego, okay? And then clapping for yourself when no one claps for you. That's confidence. Not wanting other people clapping for you, okay? That's the ego. So there's a big thing that we have to discuss before getting into this. We're not looking to feed the ego. We actually want to be confident in ourselves, and confidence is not necessarily loud, okay? And how I changed myself to get more confident in life or in myself and everything, was basically just to get rid of that victim mentality And I'm going to get into the different points that I think are really important for confidence. With the first one being trusting yourself, okay? Knowing that regardless what happens, it will be okay. You will be okay. Having enough trust to let the universe take over, to let God take over for you. And just knowing that you'll do the best that you can with what you have right now. And that's all that matters. Just like me right now, I'm showing up even though I don't feel 100%. So the biggest reason people don't trust themselves anymore is because they actually don't hold up to their own promises, which is me. I do that a lot as well, okay? So we have to really work on upholding our boundaries, keeping the promises that we make to ourselves. If you make goals for yourself, set them low, like make small goals so you can actually achieve them, so you can start trusting yourself more, because if you just don't get it done, you will get more and more disappointed in yourself. Just as if you had a partner and that partner like never do anything that they promise, give them a list and they never like tick any of the boxes, they never get anything done, they constantly don't follow through, then you would not trust that person, right? Someone says they're going to show up but they don't show up for you. You wouldn't trust them. So you have to show up for yourself and trust in yourself. So if you tell yourself something, just do it. And then forgive yourself for the times that you didn't listen to yourself, you didn't trust your intuition, you didn't trust in yourself. You have to forgive yourself for that and just move on. We're here now in the present. We gotta do what we can to build that trust with ourselves and take aligned action instead of perfect action, okay? Like jump into it even if you're not ready. Just do it. Even if you're scared, do it. And you also want to speak to yourself as someone that you actually like love, that you believe in, like your inner child. You want to talk to yourself like you're talking to your smaller version of yourself. So like imagine you have the 5-year-old or 4-year-old version of yourself here, and you just tell them it's going to be okay and you want to show up for them. And then at the same time have self-love for yourself, because you're human. You're going to make mistakes. You're never going to be perfect. Okay, perfection is the ego. We don't like the ego. Bye. Don't be mad at yourself if you can't actually achieve it. You know that you as this child, you're just trying your best. You don't know that much yet. You're still learning, right? So see yourself as that person too, because it's your, first time on earth, at least the time that you remember. Don't be hard on yourself. You're learning to adjust to everything. You're trying your best, and don't be hard on yourself. Literally have some compassion with yourself, and if you can't do that with the adult version that you are, do it with the child version that you are, because that's easier. Okay. And then a part of self-love is also self-care. So make sure you fill up your own cup first. Take care of yourself. Have like a little routine for yourself. I say those things like in nearly every video, but it's so important to have some self-care rituals to take care of yourself, because that is self-love as well. Even give like gifts to yourself, or like literally imagine yourself in a relationship, and if you really love that person, you like constantly want to do the best for them. You constantly want to show up. You want to give them gifts, or whatever your love language is. You want to do the dishes for them, or you want to take care of them and their heart. And that's what you have to do for yourself. Like if you can do it for a person that doesn't even show up for yourself, like this dude, why can't you do it for yourself? Like stand up for yourself, love yourself, give yourself some gifts. Next, know your worth. Okay, we're all worthy just by existing, and so is everyone else. And having that knowledge that you're worth regardless of what happens, because you're just there. Like you are worthy just because you're born. You're worthy just because like there's no reason. You are worthy, okay? A knowledge of this worth, and this worth cannot be taken away. You have everything you need currently to overcome the challenges that you're in, or otherwise God, the universe, would not have given them to you. And then also understanding that you're part of creation. Like literally, you are God, because God is everything. Well, that is my opinion of it. But God, let's just see the creator, the source. It is in everything, because the source created us. The source is all around us. Like literally the tree, the mouse, the book, the couch, like everything was created by source, right? You actually got to see yourself as a goddess, as part of God, because that's what we all are. We're all part of creation, and that's such an amazing, incredible thing that you have to just remind yourself of, that the fact that God created you, God is within you, and that by itself makes you incredible, okay? And don't see it as a like egotistic thing where you're like, okay, well, I'm a goddess, like no one can F with me. No, like you want to embrace it in a beautiful way and know that everyone around you is that as well. It's not only you, okay? Treat yourself and treat others with the same respect. I feel so bad every time I squish a bug. I like literally say I'm so sorry. Like if there's a mosquito, I say I'm so sorry and I slap it. Because I feel bad. It's part of creation, you know. Same with like the roly-polies on the floor. They're like all outside our apartments right now, and like I just like try to step over them as good as I can, and then I like sometimes they flip over and they're like, ah, like, you know, they're like little feet are like going like this, and you're like, fuck, like I have to save it. Like I can't just look at it and ignore it. So I like take it and I turn it around so I can go walk again. But then at the same time I'm like, am I messing with like God's like plan? Because sometimes like things are supposed to like, I don't want to say the word, but like die like at a certain point of time. Like it's God's plan, right? So like even if I turn it around, it might still like turn itself back around eventually. But at least I feel better because you know, I tried and I couldn't just leave it there like struggling. Same with like bugs in the pool. I just like I save them. But anyways, be weird, accept your flaws and your shadows, do some shadow work. Like everything that you think is wrong with yourself, accept it and love it. Start loving it. Also, you need to do some actual shadow work to get to know your shadows, to get to know yourself as a whole. Like everything about yourself, you have to study. You have to really sit down with yourself and get to know yourself, because most of us don't really even know ourselves because we don't ask ourselves the right questions. We don't ask ourselves like things about us. I started like a notebook where I always like write down things that I find out about myself, things that I love to do, like everything that I feel like defines me. I write that down in that book so that I can come back to that when I feel lost. If you're writing this notebook right now and you realize you don't even really know yourself, you have nothing to write in there, you probably have to ask your friends like, hey, what kind of person am I? Who am I really? Like, what's important to me? Like, you don't really know those things. You have to go and explore. You have to find out more about yourself by trying things out. You can only know what you like if you try what you don't like, okay? So that's why we're even going through life, like seeing all these things. Okay, well, this is not really I like. Oh, but I like this one more. You know, regardless what it is, even for like my dream house, if I see like a couch I like, I'm like, I don't like this one, but I would like this one. And then I'm like, okay, well, now I know for the future, like when I have my dream house, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would know exactly what I like and what I don't like because I already went through it and I already seen it. Does that make sense? And this doesn't have to only apply to a dream house, okay? Like, regardless of what you're going through, find out what you don't like so you know what you do like. And that's also really contradicting because you would think that confidence is something that, oh, you know everything, you know, you got your shit together, like you got it down. Know that you don't know everything. People that are actually confident, they would take it in if people tell them that they're wrong, and they would actually try to see someone else's opinion instead of being like, no, but I know everything. No, know that you don't know everything. You actually don't. And know that you're constantly going to make mistakes, and that's just life, because you can never be perfect. Like I said, perfectionism is ego and also kills confidence, because if you constantly just have this super high standard for yourself and you constantly can never reach it, you're going to give up eventually and you're going to be super low and depressed. Like, that's why you should never have super big goals, even though I'm kind of guilty of that as well. I always make myself the biggest freaking goals, like I have to be a millionaire tomorrow, and of course I'm not gonna fucking be a millionaire tomorrow unless I freaking win the lottery, which I could manifest. But you know, it makes you like give up more easily because you're like, well, this will never happen. So building that trust in yourself with the little goals, you need to accept yourself for your own uniqueness and knowing that you, as your person, there's no one else in the world like you, okay? Everything that you think is a flaw is actually part of your uniqueness. And if you didn't have those flaws, you would be like everyone else. So why would you want to be like everyone else? You might think like, yeah, but I want to be part of the group. I want to like fit in. you don't want to fit in. You're going to be boring if you just want to fit in with the group. So embrace yourself and your flaws and your shadows and get to learn everything about yourself. What's important to you? What makes you you? What did you do as a child that everyone maybe thought that was weird, but you actually kind of loved it, and you probably gave up on it because society or your friends or high school or your parents, whoever, kind of made it seem like you were weird, or, you know, what the heck are you doing? Get back to those things, the things that you love the most, the things that make you light up, and unlearn everything that dimmed you. It's not something, confidence is not something that you learn, it's something that you return to. You have to get rid of all of the things that people put on you, and come back to the version that you actually are, the authentic you, the childlike you. Radiate and don't chase. We're not gonna argue or explain our worth. We know that we're worthy, and people who don't see it, okay. Know that peace is louder than performance, and walk into a room like God sent you, literally. And even if that room is full of haters, like, literally walk in there and just be yourself, be happy, like, feel the fullness of yourself, and nothing else freaking matters. Confidence is not for them, it's for yourself. And even if you make mistakes on the way to your goals, like, don't judge yourself for it. Know that mistakes are good. Mistakes is what you want to do. You want to make as many mistakes as possible, because then you will know what to do better next time. Then you will learn, then you will grow. So don't judge yourself for making mistakes. Don't bring yourself down for, like, repeating cycles and making the same mistake again. It's okay, you know? That's when you have to tell your little self, it's okay, we can only start again. We can start again with small goals and trust ourselves that it will be fine, okay? And eventually you're gonna learn from your mistake. You're not gonna make it again. So as many times as you have to do it, eventually you will learn. Just keep going, just keep taking action, and you will get there. You have to really love yourself through the worst. Self-love and confidence always seems like something so great, something like so soft, something like, oh, like, do some self-care and be good, you know what I mean? It's not really only pretty. Like, it is loving yourself through the hardest times, through the times that you want to give up. It's loving yourself and choosing yourself through really hard moments. Like, I don't know if you know my story. I don't really actually think I ever talked about my story. I don't know if I really want to, but I had to choose myself so many times in my life over family, over relationships that were not good for me. And even though I went back a couple times because I just really wanted my family to be together, and because sometimes I really get to that point where I'm like, I can't do it by myself, I just kept choosing myself and had to get back up and had to move out again, like, and choose myself over and over. And even right now I'm choosing myself. Like, it's really hard for me currently to just, like, live, because I feel like everything is really hard, and kind of feel like I've been trying for so long and just haven't gotten where I wanted to get. But I'm still here. I'm still showing up for myself. I'm still taking action and trusting that it will be good, and accepting that I make mistakes all the time, and accepting that last week I didn't want to film my video because I just, too many different reasons, okay? And I don't even want to have to make excuses for it. I just want to, like, accept it and then be like, okay, let's move on. Today's a different week. We're gonna film a video. I don't even know what I really want with these videos, but it's just like the fact that I show up for myself every week and post them. And I literally go back and watch my own videos because, like, the advice is so good, and, like, sometimes I go through different phases where I really just forget about everything, and I'm just like, I have no idea what to do. Like I just go blind on everything. I forget everything, and that's when I like go back and watch my videos, and I'm just like, wow, like, you're right. But at the same time, like, I feel like we do need something, like, more hands-on, like a thing that, like, helps you actually do it, and not just, like, hear about it and then forget about it. Because, I mean, obviously the videos are really helpful, but Are you actually going to change it? Are you actually going to take action for yourself? Are you actually going to start trusting in yourself? I hope you do. You better. You have to show up for yourself even more in the hard times. And that's when the real self-love, the real confidence can actually be built and can actually be tested, because there's no, I mean, everyone can be happy and self-love and confident in good times, in all, you know, how does it called? In all butterflies and rainbow, like we're all gonna be happy probably, but through these hard times, that's when we have to really, really, really stand up for ourselves and really, really choose ourselves every time and hold our boundaries and stick with our boundaries. And yes, boundaries is something I'm definitely still working on as well, because I always want to forgive people and I always want to see the best in people, but it doesn't matter how good they are or how not good they are. I really just have to do it for myself, and because I told myself and I made myself that promise, and that's what you have to do as well. So we're done pretending to be confident. You can never fake it till you make it. We're actually confident by taking these steps, okay? If you need a little bit more advice or help, definitely DM me on Instagram. I will be so happy to help you with your story or like give advice on whatever you have going on right now, because I know how hard life freaking gets and we can only stick through it and get through it together. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Mwah!